Welcome to Arlen's Garden, where we grow and produce food. No, where we grow and preserve. Welcome to Arlen's Garden, where we grow and preserve food. Today's video is a couple things. We're going to plant our peppers, marigolds, and we've been hardening these off for a week. We hardened off last week. The weather got cool, so we just left them outside here, and they've done good. They've turned. They have a darker color. They look a little tougher. They look a little tougher than they did in the house. And you can see how nice and they're just a tougher leaf. Some of them are small. I don't know what to live. But we got choices here. So we'll be taking these over to the garden, raised beds, and then getting them planted. Stay tuned for more action. I gotta plant my corn, rototill that little spot, plant the corn, and a couple things today. So I'll be filming off and on. So enjoy the day. We're going to plant the peppers. The first thing you need is peppers. A shovel of some kind. Our dirt is really loose, so you can easily dig with this thing, and water. You'll need water to work with it after. So I marked the holes here because I'm going to plant one at each sprinkler. I did a test run and found out the whole middle area gets pretty good. So we're going to dig the holes first so I don't have to get my elbows into the plants. Look at all the roots down there. Those roots. Our Fox is here to see us. That's nice, and that's a little close, but let's see if we can reach over, at least get a starting hole. Okay, there we go. Man, we had a cool week. Like, we had last Saturday was almost 90, high 85s. We were out here working and it was like humid and hot. This week I'm back to a sweatshirt, hooded sweatshirt. Strange weather here. Strange weather. Okay. These are kind of close together. If you read the back of your package, it's 12 to 18 inches apart, but one nice thing about being close together, they don't fall over. They'll grow together and they won't tip over. But they are hard to pick out the peppers off, but you know, it's better. We had a good harvest last year. All right. All right. Let's see these things. I'll bring one at a time over. They're a little worse for wear because they've been outside, but they look pretty good. Don't you think, Socks? Look at that root ball. Not too bad for planting indoors. They've been inside since February 15th, so not counting all last week out here. So look at that. The perfect hole depth. They'll get stronger. Once they get out of that pot, they'll just start going. Nice. Nice. You're supposed to plant them. They're not like tomatoes where you can plant them like up to here and hope that these will branch out. They don't grow roots. So just make sure you plant them the same depth as your pot. They'll get rotten. The roots will get rotten. These were getting probably a little dry, but we just fed you some chicken. There, Mr. Socks, Mrs. Socks. We're thinking the cat's pregnant, but we're not sure. They look not too bad in here. It's the first time we planted them in the bin. They're so nice to plant up top, you know, higher up in the air. Like we're gonna plant the rest of these out in the garden, but the raised beds are the answer. They're an old man's answer to
gardening.
To gardening. Look at that one. Beauty. There's two here, but we'll see what happens. They got a little stringy in the house, but Mother Nature will take care of that. 4 more. Weeds. We have these terrible weeds. The roots just germinate, binder weeds. So I'll have to be on the guard for those. You can't do much with them. You can't, if you spray them with weed killer, the roots are so far down that they'll just keep going. Last one.
There's one there.
Last one, right? What do you think? There we go. All right, I'll just water these and then we'll do the rest. We'll fill that one and I'll show you how to water. Be reusing these next year, that's for sure. The middle row is going to go good. I'll have to make little ditches or something if it doesn't want to water right. I'll just landscape it up nice. All right, I'll be back later today with more. I'm gonna plant the rest of the peppers we have extra in this row, but this is our last row. We have beans over here, peppers, and potatoes. So the peppers will be here till it freezes, like September, mid-September, October. So we'll have there's one row out here in the middle of nowhere, but that's just how that's how it works. And unless you plan ahead of time where you want those rows. Anyway, I'll have to dig 11 holes and then plant. It rained there pretty good, I think.
Maybe we don't need them real big.
I'll just put them in there. You'll hear old man grunt a little bit, but we'll get them in there. We'll try these little guys, see what happens. It's hard to know if they're going to make it or not, but I think it will. It has a nice green leaf. It'll stand up. I'll get rid of the string. Oh, here's the dirt. If you see that on your plant, that's just a little bit of heat damage. That's normal. You'd think that it doesn't. It starts to grow again. It starts to fill that in. So, or else those leaves will die off, and you'll get stronger stuff. There we go. Nice. Big one. These are California Wonders. We plant them. It seems like a popular brand. We plant them every year. We like them. They're pretty hardy. They last until frost. We have, as you'll see later on, we'll chop up and freeze these peppers, and these peppers will be in our salsa. So we'll enjoy a salsa meal this winter. We can always save our canned salsa for the winter, but we could actually eat them during any time. These ones are my cauliflower. I tried to do inside, and they didn't turn out. These were the last survivors. I just kept going with them, but I won't plant them. I could try it, see what happens. Plant them somewhere as a project. Yeah, we got some good rain this week. Nice cauliflower, huh? And then, whoops. Where are you? There you are. Okay. I got 2 more over there, so I'll be back in a minute. The last hole, just for fun, I'm gonna stick the best cauliflower in there. See if it does anything. And since I dug the hole already, it's in the wrong. The neighbors are gonna go, "What are you doing here?" There we go. I'll have to put a stake by that thing. I'm sure I'm going to step on it. Alright, we got our peppers out there and over there. We put the best ones over here, and these guys need some prayers, I think. Thank you. We'll be continuing to show more out here. Thank you very much. Bye.